Good morning. Today we're going to cover the cups. We started with the wands last week. This week it's all about feelings and emotions, which are in the cups. The cups bring your heart energy in. It brings the heart chakra into focus and into being. When the heart chakra is into focus and being, along with the head chakra and the passion and the sensitivity that comes along with the wands, you can really make things happen in your life. Hearts and cups. Here's the cups cards. They're not just about love and relationships, although often that's what they're all about, but not always. They could be about your passion to create, just about anything, a new venture that is your heart passion, your art project, things like that. I'm going to go with the cups first, and then I'm going to go back, and this is the way I'm going to do this. We're going to go, how do we compare the cups with the wands? How do we compare the one with the other? So this will give you a little prelude to what it is that you do when you do a tarot reading. So suppose you lay the first of hearts, the first of cups, the Ace of Cups. What are aces? Aces are opportunities and possibilities. Okay. Aces bring something new into being. So if it was a relationship, this could certainly be a new relationship. This could be, oh, I think I really, really love that, or I really like this person. I really like the idea of what's going to happen next. Your first pulse, your first heartbeat about something. Okay, so if it's upside down, either you're not catching the cues, or quite often you run out of energy about it's not new, it's not fun anymore, your heart isn't in it, But aces are always the beginning, okay? So if it's upside down, it may well be the ending too. So here is Ace of Cups, new opportunity to love, okay? And without love, without the emotion in your heart, here's your heart center here, the emotion of the heart, the brain doesn't function. You can walk around and you can have your life, and you can go to work, and you can be a Cubite 9 to 5, but your heart isn't in it. You become a walking robot. And then it's important for you to find something else to enliven your spirit. So the aces are about what enlivens your spirit. Okay. The next card is the 2. Okay, so what happens with the 2? You found something to enliven your spirit, and it's growing, it's developing. It's past hi there, and it's like, would you like to date, or would you like to create a partnership of some kind, or just your show is getting on the road, and what you really love to do is really coming together. Okay, upside down. Well, we have the same thing upside down. Notice the cups. Cups are easy because the cups are upside down. Things are emptying out. Okay, so perhaps your relationship that you started, or something is really stalled, or it's separating instead of coming together in a way, or it hit a bump in the road most likely. Sometimes with the the 2 of Cups, you're talking about some situation where you need to put a little bit more heart energy into it to get it going. Okay, if you choose, if you want to. If it's about someone else, the reading, you lay the reading down, and you see the pattern of a relationship, or the question is about a relationship. You get this right side up, it's like the relationship is moving forward. Okay, there's definitely love there for you. Okay. And upside down doesn't mean they're leaving you. You might be leaving them, or you just might have hit a plateau. Okay? Some people, can you imagine yourself sitting in the chair, watching the television? You've been married for 25 years, and you need a little bit more of this 2 in your life, a little more passion, shake things up a little bit. Okay? Because if not, they can be dull. If we're not talking about a relationship, we could be talking about family or children, or anything that has to do with how you feel, your heart energy. Okay? Now 3, that's always the culmination of 1 and 2. 3 is about No, excuse me, this is 4. Let's do 3 here. Here's 3. This is about, see all the girls together? Now, that can be sisters and family and get-togethers and joy and love, or it could be women's issues and problems with women, or problems with too many people in a relationship sometimes. It can also be the advent of a new person in a relationship. Well, you could be a child if there's other cards about children that are in there. Or, of course, if the major pattern is about family and children. Sometimes when I see this, I'm like, who are you listening to? You have to listen to yourself first. You can't just go with the office clutch, the coffee clutch. All the women have got too much to say. And if it's a man, it's still, well, they're just as bad as women. All the men have got too much to say. You have to come into your own heart, into your own awareness, and what it is that you feel and you want and you think. But right side up, the 3 always brings family or people together. It is a social card for people, and like I said, it's quite often it has to do with sisters and family and children. Upside down, it still has to deal with that in my world. What though it has to do with is too much information, too many clocks, too many cooks in the kitchen, too much is happening. You really need to really back up and sort out who you're trying to please. Okay? Now here's 4. The 4. See this guy? He's sitting there. He's in camouflage. Even he's like, you can't see me. But somebody is still offering him another cup, and he's like, I don't want to look. No, please no. That is, I often read this with people that no matter how many times you tell them they're okay, their inner self doesn't feel like they're okay. They have some self-esteem issues, some issues from the past where it's like, oh, well, I'm probably not good enough. And I call this kind of this old guilt, programs are running. You have to be able to receive the cup. You can't hide from it. If somebody's, giving you a cup of passion, emotion, love, you have to take it in. And that doesn't mean, somebody's trying to force themselves on you. If it's upside down, they might actually be doing that. But at least with it upside down, it's more like, well, you know who you are. You know what you want. I like this card upside down better than I do right side up in a reading. Because this denotes, to me, a little more after a battle, but a little more self-esteem in a way. It's like, yeah, I have to take care of myself also, and I'll come out when I want to. But right side up, see, you can't hide from yourself. You have old programs running that say your cups there, and see those 3 down there. That's all the family telling you who you are and what you want to do. It's not always about this. It could also be someone is really giving you some heartfelt emotion. I also see this card often when there's some kind of intervention, okay? But I deal with people that have addictions and different things. So you see this card, it's like, yeah, everybody is like saying, hey, it's maybe time that you stood up for yourself and found your inner strength, okay? And 5 is the last card I'm doing today. But then, like I said, we're gonna pair them together with what you already know with the wands, just to see what they might look like. Well, here is the 5 of Cups. See the guy there? See, there's 3 spilled cups, but there's 2 up. But he's not looking at what's up. He's looking at the spilt milk, and I call this card, crying over spilt milk. And it doesn't do any good to cry over spilt milk. You really need to turn around and see what you still have and see where your passion lies again. And there's those 2 cups up. So there could be another relationship or a better start or more energy. You have to maybe go back to the second 2, the 2, and say, okay, what do I have, not what I have lost, okay? If it's upside down, hanging on to old crap from the past, oh my God, you're hanging on to stuff. Sometimes if this has got family cards around it, you're hanging on to stuff that happened 50 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. a go. A go is let it go. Okay? Because if you hang on to it, you're just always feeling down. That's a good card for depression too. Feeling down, feeling like there's no hope, when if you just turn around, there's all the hope. Okay? If it's right side up, okay, or if it's upside down, I mean, then it becomes more about well, yeah, you might want to pay attention to the past and don't just keep being gullible. But maybe it would be time with the 5 upside down to just sit and not dwell on the past, but sit and pause a minute and look at, be grateful. Be grateful for all the good in your life, because there's always something to be grateful about, even if it's getting out of bed and pouring a cup of coffee, okay? Something like that. So anyway, there's the 5. Right side up. I like it better right side up, because I always counsel people, you're hanging on to something that is no longer serving you, okay? All right, so we've got the first 5 of the cups. Let's see what we can find here. Let me just pick one of the 5 cups. Okay, yeah, let's go with the 4 of cups. Okay, then over here I've got the wand suit that we already did, so let's just pick one. Okay, oh, here's the page of wands in the 4 of cups. Page of wands was what? It was opportunity knocking. It was here was, oh, you could do this. Look, see, here, the way is open. And here you are with the 4 of cups going, oh, well, I might not be able to do that. I'm probably not smart enough to do that. Maybe I don't trust that. Oh, geez, all kinds of wonderful things that just don't even make any sense. Okay. So here we got this opportunity right here. And here we've got hesitance and worry and stress and all the stuff that goes along with it. So what would you do with that? What would you tell your client? You would tell your client, yes, it's positive here. Yes, positive opportunities, because it's right side up. But you got to get out of your own way. And you got to realize that the opportunity wouldn't have showed itself to you if you didn't have the ability to do it. See, the universe doesn't give us anything but what we attract. And I know that the law of attraction is mysterious, and it doesn't seem like it goes well with the tarot, because the tarot seems like it's all about predestiny, okay? Well, predestiny only works when you understand that you're the one that wrote the book. You're the one that created your destiny. Not every little jot and tittle of your destiny, but you created the life path that you're on, from birth till 4 or 5 different times when you can choose to check out. Okay? And I hear you, oh, nobody chooses to check out. There's accidents and everything. If you tune in to my Duality is the Illusion page, we'll be covering a lot of different ideas around that. There are very few, if any, accidents. Most of them are things that you set in your path to see how you could handle. And I'm sure you wouldn't have set them in your path if you hadn't known that there was a way for you to handle it. So anyway, until next time, next week I'll be running the last of the hearts cups and doing some more comparison, and then we'll go into the next suit, which I'm not sure whether it's going to be money or mouth, because swords are mouth to me and pentacles are money and health. Anyway, until then, this is the Old Sage. It's Celestial Time. Checking out. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you all soon in the realm of spirit somewhere. You take care. Love you much. Bye.